Hey girl.
Howdy, 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 my beautiful Sagittarius. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, darling, I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot horoscope reading, darling. So if you find some cards that resonate with you in this tarot reading today, be sure to let me know in the comments below which cards resonate to Sagittarius, because that's how I keep up with y'all. As well as if you enjoy this tarot reading and you just enjoy my vibe, I really would appreciate it, Sagittarius, if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate it when you do. Remember, darling Sagittarius, that I am just an individual reading tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could. So take these tarot cards that resonate to leave what doesn't. Tarot readings are just here to give you some food for thought, perspective to consider. Remember, it doesn't matter what you identify as Sagittarius, whether it's he, she, they, them, anything inside or outside that spectrum. If this tarot reading's going to resonate, it's going to resonate, darling. So enough of that being said, Sagittarius, let's just jump into your tarot reading today, and let's start out initially with your vibe check, darling. Let's see your tarot forecast just to see where the general energies are going for you. We have the Otter Spirit coming in here. Number 42, Sagittarius, equaling 2-6 in numerology. So go ahead and write down the number 6 to look up at a later point, Sagittarius. But this card says you are never alone, darling. You are never alone, Sagittarius. So I do feel like for some of you, darlings, Sagittarius, you're going to be having someone coming into your life. I don't know why, but I'm being shown like someone just like sitting alone at a park, or sitting alone at just like some type of area, and then someone coming out and just like trying to start a conversation with you. Maybe it's even at a coffee shop. So Sagittarius, if you are open to having new connections in your life, I do feel as if you just being outside at this time, out of your house, darling. I mean, that's just naturally the best way to meet people. But especially this week, I almost feel like you're going to be getting some type of reminder, even if it's not like a connection that lasts a long time, and it's just like in that moment someone reaches out to you, Sagittarius, it's like it's going to mean something to you, you know, even if it's on like a spiritual level where it's just like, oh, okay, I'm not as alone as you might feel, rather. So Sagittarius, excuse me. In this situation here, I do feel like for many of you though, Sagittarius, like a partnership is in the cards for you guys. I do feel as if someone's going to be coming. Yeah, I do truly feel someone's going to be coming in for some of you Sagittariuses. Others of you, it's going to be coming in from a spiritual side. So maybe like a passed on relative, spirit guide, or what have you, Sagittarius. Something is going to be making an appearance in your life to just give you, it's like a nice pick-me-up is what I feel. Three of Swords coming in here. This is the card that came falling out. I don't take fallouts currently right now, Sagittarius, but it is interesting to me that Three of Swords is coming back out for you guys. You know, it does feel as if you guys are going through a little bit of a rough period, and that would be explain why it is you're getting the Otter Spirit coming in, where it's just like, hey, you're not alone. You do have a support system. You have people that love you, Sagittarius. And also, I think it's coming into your season, isn't it, Sagittarius? So happy birthday, honeys. You know, I can, maybe for some of you guys, that's like your birthday wish, Sagittarius, where it's just like wanting to just a reminder of like that people do actually care about you. Maybe for some of you Sagittarius, you're used to spending your birthdays alone, darling, right? It just, I don't know, there does feel like this lingering like heaviness, or like maybe like even like a borderline depression, Sagittarius, with like just like your social situation and just like the people that are around you. You could be around a bunch of people, Sagittarius, but none of them actually know you for you, or none of them actually, you feel as if none of them actually care about you. You're just kind of like a presence in their life, sort of thing, Saggy. We have the Six of Wands coming in here. I do definitely feel as if, Sagittarius, some type of action is going to make you feel seen. Some type of action from somebody is going to make you feel seen. For some of you Sagittarius, it could be a situation of someone that, Ace of Wands coming in here. We'll get into this in a moment. That's juicy, honey. If for some of you Sagittarius, I do feel like it's going to be someone that you haven't talked to in a long time. Sagittarius, you haven't talked to in a long time, and they come into your life at the perfect timing, darling. Ace of Wands coming in here. This is a strong attraction. Like, love is in the air for some of you Sagittarius. Is truly love is in the air, or just a new partnership, a new friendship, a new connection is in the cards for you guys. You know, I don't know why, but I do feel inclined to even point out spiritually, some of you Sagittarius might be, again, I don't know if you have like a past relative that you've been thinking about a bunch, Sagittarius, or maybe you're starting to feel a calling towards like a spirit guide making a presence, or connecting to a certain deity. But for those that are spiritually inclined, Sagittarius, I do feel that strongly. But for, back to the physical realm on things, Sagittarius, I do feel very strongly that there is like a connection during like your low points. It's like, I forget which sign kind of like reminisced to this last week, but it's just like, maybe it was you, Sagittarius, where it's just like, feeling at your rock bottom. You feel as if you're on your rock bottom, and then it's during your rock bottom that some type of connection reaches out and just makes you feel like, makes the world a difference in your life, Sagittarius. And I do feel like I keep being shown a coffee shop now. So Sagittarius, really put yourself out there this week. Go grocery shopping extra this week, honey. Do your errands outside this week, because I do feel like for many of you Sagittariuses, a person is going to be attracted to you, whether it's platonic or romantic, darling. That's y'all's business. Being attracted to you and connecting with you. I do feel as if they're going to be noticing you, Sagittarius, based off of the Six of Wands, and that's the spotlight card, you being noticed. And the Ace of Wands is a card of attraction, strong attraction, not only that you would feel towards them, but they would feel as well. So I do feel like you would be the one getting pursued when it comes to this. Like, someone is definitely going to be taking action that just, it's during your low point of that Three of Swords energy, Sagittarius. Let's do one more. We have here the King of Cups coming in here. Could be someone that has some water in their chart, but I don't really get into that when it comes to like general tarot readings, darling. King of Cups here. Yeah, this is speaking so heavily on emotion. I don't know what's going on in your life right now, Sagittarius, but I am getting the sense that you are being a soldier right now. Like, you're not really exuding quite exactly what it is that you're feeling internally right now. And maybe that's part of the problem as well, Sagittarius, where it's just like the fact that you're able to hide your emotions so well from everyone that's around you. You're just like, well, no one actually sees me for me. No one actually cares about me, because it's like no one is noticing like what it is that you're feeling, even though you're able to hide it really well. And while I have my own personal opinion on stuff like that, Sagittarius, you don't need me to be on my soapbox telling you about that. But Sagittarius, remember that, the Otter Spirit is coming forward to you guys. And this card doesn't really step out all that often, darling. Otter Spirit really is letting you know that you are not alone at all, Sagittarius. You have the Page of Wands coming in here. So you're getting cards back to back to back to back to back to back, honey. All wands. Your energy, fire energy, of where I really want to say new connection starts. Maybe for 5% of you guys, even less, Sagittarius is going to be, I know I said like maybe an old energy reaching out, but I feel like for the majority, Sagittarius, this is like a new energy coming in, like the spark of a new friendship, spark of a new connection. Maybe for some of you Sagittarius, if it's a connection you already know, maybe it's like, maybe let's just say, like, as like an analogy, you have like a friend and they never showed like their true feelings towards you, or like this friend is always just, you're used to them just kind of being distant. I kind of see this a connection now where it's just like something's going to happen that really changes the dynamic entirely. Not to say this goes from platonic to romantic, but maybe perhaps they start being an extremely present friend in your life. Sometimes we all have those friendships in our lives where it's just like sometimes they are very present, and sometimes they're kind of doing their own thing. It feels like something's coming into your life that becomes very much so a focal point for your life, something that really gets you purpose and has you waking up for the day. 8 of Swords here, and gets you out of bed, honey. 5 of Swords here. Gets you out of bed. It gets you in the sense of like, yeah, Sagittarius, I feel like this energy is definitely going to be opening you up a lot. Get your mind out of the gutter. That's me talking to myself. Opening you up a lot, Sagittarius. It almost feels as if like some of you guys, you recently had like a blow to some type of connection, and maybe that's why you're feeling a little bit down in the dumps, Sagittarius. But it's like this energy here, it's like you immediately feel as if you can trust it, and it like pulls you out of a dark place. Like, I'm being shown a hand going into like dark water and pulling you out, just in the moment that you felt like you were drowning. Powerful. You have new moon and eclipse, honey. Come on now, expect a powerful change, Sagittarius. So yeah, this is some powerful stuff, Sagittarius. You do like, I really want to just tell you the point, Sagittarius, where it's like, I really, like, normally I don't really just tell people like you need to do this because it's your life, free will, darling, but I really feel it in my loins, honey. that it's important for you guys to be social at this time. As well, for some of you, that 5% as well, maybe this old energy you're kind of like, I don't want to say you're on guard with, but you know, there is something trying to reach out to you. There is something that's trying to connect with you on a deeper level, rather, not a more deeper, on a deeper level, Sagittarius. And just, you're getting the message, just be open to it. You know, it's one of those things, just put your guard down. You know, you might end up trauma bonding with this person as well. Like, that's kind of just the sense that I get, because I do feel as if like you just let your guard down, you just release, and just completely just practicing vulnerability. I wouldn't be surprised, like, some of you Sagittarius end up just like crying as well when it comes to this connection, just bursting into tears. So enough of these tarot cards, Sagittarius, though. Let's get into your spirit guide and ancestral tarot portion. You have the Four Swords. Healing is the name of the game for you. Your spirit guides are trying to bring forth into your life a sense of healing for you. So some of you Sagittarius, your spirit guides, your ancestors are bringing forth this person into your life to bring a large sense of healing for you, because that is their intention currently. Emperor card coming in here as well. Someone who's a lot more assertive as well, a lot more of an assertive energy. They know themselves. Judgment card as well. This is, yeah, you're getting the cards, Sagittarius, where it's like all about action, very much so forwardness as well. So if you have people in your life that you're like, oh, maybe it's this person, if they're not very much so forward with their emotions and all that, Sagittarius, it's not them. This is someone that's really taking action towards you. Like, all you have to do, Sagittarius, is like be open and available. Mind out of the gutter, Sagittarius, and like this other person does the rest. This other person takes the action. This person doesn't, you know, you don't have to like question their motives or anything like that. Like, they're very much so like what you see is what you get with them, Sagittarius, and like they're just like very forthright, I think is the word, forthright with what it is that they're feeling and what it is that they want. We have here the Sun card. Sagittarius, this is such a nice reading, darling. Such a refreshing, high vibrational, positive reading. A lot of warmth with this energy. I'm not just saying that because of the Sun. You had all those fiery wands cards, as well as this Emperor. Whatever this is, I feel like this is the start of something beautiful for you, Sagittarius. You know, your spirit, because this is spiritually inclined, divinely given to you, or brought forward to you rather, Sagittarius. This feels like this is one of those, like, wouldn't be surprised, Sagittarius, when it comes to this connection. You just feel like you found your match in a way. You'll be taken aback a little bit by just how seen and just how heard you actually will feel with this connection. Some of you guys will be taken off guard by just how present this connection is. It feels almost as if, Sagittarius, this is an energy that shows you exactly how you should be treated, and it just is like a completely different dynamic from anyone else. Page of Swords coming in here. So for some of you Sagittariuses, they're already keeping watch of you right now. Page of Swords is that card of watching but not communicating. Page of Swords is new energy and new communication as well. So it's like they might be watching you at this current point in time, debating on making a move. If that is the case, Sagittarius, what I would suggest to you guys at this current point in time is to practice more vulnerability, even on your social media. I feel like even your social media, because they're watching you on some level, some of you might be on their social media. So if you make yourself available on your social media, Sagittarius, then that gives them more of a green light to be like, all right, I guess I can reach out to them. You know, I guess Sagittarius is ready, or Sagittarius is looking, or what have you. Does that make sense? You have here this Star card. You have the Sun and the Star card here, Sagittarius. All right. So, I am going to say this message, but I feel like this is primarily like something about like a social thing. But when you have the Sun and the Star energy here together, Sagittarius, some of you guys, career-wise or financial-wise, you're going to be receiving a large sum of abundance, honey. A large blessing is coming to some of y'all Sagittarius really soon. So really be looking forward to that for those that resonate with that type of message. Going back into this social portion though for this, Sagittarius, I do feel as if like this is just like a connection of like a lifetime, truly. Like the sun and star card coming in together like this is extremely powerful, you know, extremely, extremely, extremely powerful energy here, Sagittarius. Like, I mean, I know on some level I'm being a little bit fluffy and like saying kind of the same thing, but it's just like you're just getting the same, like, you're getting the cards all that can kind of like based on how they're connecting together. You're getting all these cards that just like take that positive message and just amplify it more and more and more of that same message, which is what you want to have in a tarot reading, right? But it's just like, yeah, man, Queen of Pentacles coming in here. You're going to be taken care of. You start out this energy. We started out this reading, Sagittarius, where you feel as if you aren't being understood, you aren't seen, no one cares about you, and no one loves you, Sagittarius. Some of you might feel very self-deprecating nature, very cynical nature, Sagittarius. And not shade, and it's just something that I'm noticing. But this energy coming in here, albeit a person or, you know, that large sum of abundance, honey, it's coming forward and it's really going to give you a renewed sense of hope on life. It's going to add like a new skip to your walk, honey. So I really like this energy a lot for you, Sagittarius. I really do. Let's pull this card. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon in the eclipse. So this is coming really, really soon, Sagittarius. Again, like I want to just push the same message of just like put yourself out there at this point in time. Put yourself out there, Sagittarius. Really do that. I really feel like that's important for y'all. So enough of these cards. Let's just do a quick little social reading for you, Sagittarius. I feel like we kind of already covered it, but just in case. High Priestess card coming in here. Page of Cups coming in here, Sagittarius. And then the Two of Cups, honey. Y'all, there's a new partnership coming in for y'all. I know this is probably like, y'all are used to seeing these types of readings, Sagittarius. Let's just be honest. Let's just be blunt, honey. You're used to seeing these types of like, you probably could search Sagittarius right now and you would find a whole list from like for weeks now that talk about like new connections coming in, new connection. But truly like Sagittarius, just with the dynamic of these cards, like Page of Cups represents new people entering your life or the deepening of a current connection. High Priestess card coming in here. Intuitively, you know that this is coming, or you know this person already, or this person is just extremely spiritual as well. They share some type of spiritual alignment with you. I don't know why, but I've never said this before, but it's like maybe for some of you Sagittariuses, you meet them through some type of spiritual endeavor, maybe a spiritual retreat, church even, honey. And Two of Cups, anyone that's a fan of tarot cards knows what Two of Cups is. You know, it's that nice partnership. It's the connection of two. So again, whether this is platonic or whether this is romantic, obviously you'll know your tea, honey. Especially if you're in a relationship, it's going to be just something like a nice best friend, honey. But Sagittarius, I don't feel like I need to pull any more cards because all the cards I'm pulling are just like really enhancing, as I was saying, the same messages over and over, and really just amplifying that same energy. So I wish you the best of luck, Sagittarius. Such a positive reading, darling. I really like this energy a lot. So if you enjoyed this tarot reading today, Sagittarius, be sure to book a private personal reading with me if you'd like. My website's always linked down below, SimplyVelca.com, next to my social medias, TikTok and Instagram, also just being SimplyVelca. But until next time, Sagittarius, I love you so much. Bye.